There's more art thievery, guys, unfortunately. We have this call out by Sid_draw16 on Threads, posting, I've come across yet another artist stealing others' works and trying to get commissions off of it. For the love of all that's good in the world, why? Please stop this. They have tons of stolen work in their account too. And it's a user by the name of Jerry Lewis. This was posted March 3rd, 2025, and they write, angelic vibes. Commissions are open. Let's create something amazing. And also, this one liner is already giving AI because let's create something amazing is something I legitimately always see these like art theft bots tweet out and post. Like, if I had a nickel for every time I've read let's create something amazing, I would probably be rich and retired by now. Maybe not that much, but you know what I mean. And the artwork is gorgeous, but not created by them. It is actually drawn by somebody by the name of Toshiya-san. And unfortunately, this actually is not the first time Toshiya-san has had their artwork stolen because there recently was a video that I made about somebody else who had actually traced a whole bunch of their works, including two other artists' works. So I'll have that video like somewhere here if you want to go check it out. But please send them love because they deserve it so much. No artist deserves to have their art stolen, but like by multiple people is wild. And a commenter says, quote, let's create something amazing, end quote. I swear to God, if I read that one more time, no real artists ever talk like that. Gross. And Sid responds, it's a dead giveaway. Can't even use their own words. This is their account, Jerry Lewis. Don't send hate to anybody, okay? But this person definitely should not be doing what they're doing. And Jerry's bio reads, smile, create, repeat. I make streaming asset apostrophe S. Comic, animation, model, period. They have almost 900 followers. So you mean somebody can go out here and steal a bunch of art and end up with more followers than actual legit hardworking artists? Cool. But oh boy, let's take a look at their Instagram page. Because what do you know? There's a lot of art on here. A lot of art that's really highly rendered, and all the art is of completely different styles. Possibly because none of the art actually belongs to Jerry. First up, this piece looks absolutely sick of two characters back to back sword fighting. Oh, what do you know? That is actually the cover for Ella Devios Lee's book, titled Frost. And the art is made by an artist by the name of Kovaline. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. There's another art piece on Jerry's page. This piece, gorgeous art piece. Kovaline is also the artist of this piece, actually. Then there's this one. This is the full body image of it. Oh, also drawn by Kovaline. And would you take a note of that? Kovaline's watermark is actually on here. But where did the watermark go on Jerry's piece? Oh, wow, wait. What do you mean the stitching on the couch is no longer visible here? Almost as if they took the watermark and erased it. Boo, tomato, tomato, don't do that. Instantly recognizable to me because this is actually Lotus Bubbles art. I've been following them for like, I don't even know how long. Their style to me is like really recognizable just because I've been following them for a really long time. Then there's this piece of these up close eyes. This is also made by Lotus Bubble. Like, take a note at like how high res it is on Lotus's page. And then we go over here to Jerry's theft and it's just lower res, probably because it's stolen. You can literally still see the like side swipe arrows here from when they probably screenshotted it off of somewhere. Then there's this, a really sick fantasy piece with a big dragon. Oh wait, that's Shandel's art, and it's fan art of the book Murdog. Here's another piece, super sick illustrative piece. Oh, that is also from the same artist. And then look here, there is this reel. That is also Shay's art. Next up is this piece of Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. That one is attributed on Dambaru to the artist Art Nikita. We have this really sick Jinx piece, and that one is actually painted by Jira Sunflower Art. Next up is this one, and this on Dambaru is attributed to an artist by the name of Taku or Awaku Takue. So next up is this Alice in Wonderland piece. This one is sick. I couldn't find the original artist. I was having a really hard time tracking it down. This does look to be the full image of it, so aka most definitely not made by our guy Jerry here. This one is really pretty. I love the color story of this piece. And this is an illustration by an artist by the name of Hiruna454. So this one posted by Jerry. Jerry forgot that there's a watermark on this one. Jerry had no qualms removing the watermark off other pieces, but not this one. I could not find the artist. It looks to be like Lowly underscore or Laney Lee underscore. I tried like every variation of the name possible and I couldn't find anybody. Then we have this piece. Think this is possibly Vinovis, the original artist here, but this is like a Chinese app that I have to download for finding it, so it's like the closest I could get to it. Next up is this illustration. This one's really pretty. And this is attributed to an artist by the name of Marigona Soli. Then there's this piece. And this one, I was trying to find the artist and I really couldn't. I kind of suspect that this piece is actually AI due to the fact that there's books on the bookshelf and the table leg is going straight through the books. And the fact that she's holding a teacup, but the teacup is actually going behind her face. Or the fact that the flowers on her dress are doing some weird artifacting, like this leaf line thing happening here. But again, there is like a full or like a more completed image there, which again has more broken leaves up here. Yeah, this is looking very AI. And then Jerry has like two more pieces that are most definitely without an absolute question AI. This one and this one. What is that whale fish star in the sky? And by the way, again, this whole time in the captions, Jerry's like shilling themselves for commissions. Need one for yourself? DM right away, winky face. And then we have this art piece. So this one is actually made by an artist by the name of Kalisami. I love their artwork, by the way, and they have a webtoon called Made of Stardust. So that's actually from their webtoon. I need to read this on a complete side note because I love webtoons. Then there's this piece, which it's also Callie's artwork. And this is the very first art piece that is present on Jerry's page. That is also Lotus Bubble's work. This is a very prolific amount of theft, like every single piece stolen from somebody, and with the absolute audacity to try to like wipe out the watermarks too when they remember, because on this piece they forgot that Lotus Bubble's watermark is down here, or maybe they didn't see it. Also, on a complete side tangent, I don't necessarily recommend having watermarks this low for the reason that thieves will just crop it out. Although again, if somebody wants to get rid of their watermark, they're gonna do anything in their power to try to get rid of it so they can steal it for themselves. But like, you know, this is like an easier way for people to do it. Just like food for thought. The artist Kovaline, who also had a lot of their art taken by this person, made a statement on Threads about it, stating, "Guys, what you're doing is theft. Taking another artist's work, scrubbing their nickname, and claiming it as yours on your profile. This is not okay. If your goal is to earn from art, then put in the work to learn and develop your talent. Don't go down this self-destructive path." At Jerry Lewis. Everyone in the comment section are sharing their condolences and sympathies towards Kovaline. Not trying to blame Lotus Bubble at all. So basically, how can you, as somebody, you know, take a peep at an account and realize or identify something looks wrong? Likely, a big one, again, is the absolute sheer difference in art style. Obviously, all these pieces are very highly rendered and completed, but the art style is super different. We have this like very stylized illustrative piece with no line art to two pieces with very strong and prominent line art to, you know, we got the AI section here, but then very like lo-fi-esque artwork. And then we go into a very anime style and then a super pop art illustrative style. Then we get very, very painterly in these pieces. And then we kind of like return again to the really like illustrative, bright, saturated colors for these three, and then back to three muted pieces. When artists get to this level of rendering ability, when the pieces are rendered to this high quality, typically they're pretty set in a style, and they'll of course explore different things, but it wouldn't look like 10 different people made the art, because in this case, it is like 10 different people making the art that Jerry is stealing. Just do your due diligence. Don't send hate to this person, but you know, what they're doing is icky, right? And like unsuspecting people who don't realize that this is theft, somebody who isn't well versed in art will look at it and be like, wow, the art looks great. Jerry is so talented and underrated. Let me go commission Jerry. And then you lose money because he gets scammed. So just a little warning to you all. I'll have the actual artist linked down below so you can go check them out and give them all the support they deserve. Anyways, if you like this video, I appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Don't forget to check me out on Etsy. I sell digital art there for streamers and creators like emotes and overlays. I also have a coffee with free resources like a free sponsorship guide, and I stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays at 6 p.m. PST. So I hope to catch you all there or in another video.